Morning. Got a bit of man flu as you're going to hear, but yeah, just on my way to the lake to go for a little social. We're going to set up and then we're going to go off to the winter carp show, and then we're back again, do the night on the lake. Bit of a jam, so yeah, don't know what time I'm going to get there. Still stuck in traffic. Just want to take this opportunity to say thank you very much for all the hypes that people have given. It doesn't tell me who gives the hypes, but it definitely helping the videos, I think, pushing them out to more people and that, so yeah, thank you. Finally moving, so yeah, let's get on with the day. Strange video so far. It's 5:05 in the morning. Obviously set up fishing, been to the show. Didn't have any food with me, so we got takeaway last night, pizza and that. I've got dough balls for breakfast, so I haven't got any other food. I've got water, I've got a cup of tea. But yeah, I'll show you in the morning where our rods are fishing too. Haven't had any fish, no one's had any fish. There's 4 of us fishing on this sort of social bank. Show was really good, winter carp show. Waiting to see if we can get a fish. This lake hasn't done many fish at all. It's fishing this year in general, fishing really hard, so don't know if we're going to catch anything unless I end up catching a few fish or a fish here. I might do another night here and then go on to another lake. Weather's due to be, well, another 2 nights ahead of me. Weather's due to be getting worse and worse. That's alright, it's not a problem. I'll catch up with you in the morning. When it's daylight, I can show you where I'm fishing too. You would have seen the scenes last night, another sky and that. But apart from that, yeah, a bit of a short one so far. So, we've got rods on that reed bank. So I've got one over there, one over here, excuse the funny finger blurriness, and then I've got one on that bridge somewhere there-ish. 3 rods out, nothing out at the moment, but still no one's caught anything. I'll probably be packing up around lunchtime if nothing happens, moving on to the next lake. That gives people a chance to pack up on that lake, get themselves home for their roast dinner, and hopefully I've got a choice of swims. Alright, all packed up, ready to go on to the next water. Right, I'm at the next lake. I'd appreciate it if you don't name the place in the comments if you know and recognise it. Cheers. Right, I'm at the second venue now. A few of you may well recognise this place from last winter. So that's where I did like the winter campaign videos. I'm back here to try and catch myself a fish. I haven't caught for a little while and feel the need to catch a fish, so gonna give it maximum effort. Push the barrel right down the end of the lake and see what I can catch, if anything. Beautiful day. Sun's been out most of the day, so Hopefully down the shallows it might have warmed up a little bit, might be a few fish milling around. You'll see what a journey this is, but it's got to be done. Whew. Might have to take a rest in a minute. Right, just going to take a little rest here. Whew. Got about 2 hours left of daylight, so if you remember, well, you won't remember unless you've seen it, but this lake normally fishes back with a bit of wind. Well, we certainly got a bit of wind on the way anyway, so although it's flat calm at the moment, I think we've definitely got a bit of wind on its way. Alright, on with the journey. Whew. As you can see, the path's quite narrow, quite tricky to navigate, but this is what I was doing last winter. Coming up is a rather large steep hill to navigate. Although I've got a power barrow, it's not working at full power. It's literally just going along on flats. So there's the hill. Got to get myself a run up. Might be another one for the bloopers, this. Right. Ready, steady, go. One's done. Then we've got downhill, and then we've got another uphill. Told you I was going to put the effort in, didn't I? And got post in the way. Oh, dear. Another hill to navigate. Quick rest. Here we go. One last climb. Oh, wrong way. That way around the tree. Things we do, eh? Here we are, finally at the swimmer. Wonder if one of my robbing mates are going to come and see me. I had quite a few little robbing friends last year. Right, just to add, I've got the whole place to myself, so I've got a lake to myself again. So, should have a good chance of catching something again using the cheating pole. And it's just so I can give myself a chance of catching a fish because I just want to top up the old catch bank. So, Yeah, I'll put them out first with that, with a bit of bait and that, and then maybe just put PVA bags over the top as I go through the session. But make sure this pop-up's floating. Doesn't look great actually. Yeah, it is floating, but I'm going to put fresh bait on. Bit of rig foam. I'll keep the rig foam in one of these and then in a water box type thing as well, just because they start shrinking, don't they, if the damp gets to them. So I'll get this one out. I won't video it because it's pretty boring, isn't it, watching a baiting pole go out. So set the net up in case I get an instant bite. Very heavy breathing on this because, like I said at the beginning of the video, I've got man flu, so breathing's a bit heavy. Net hasn't been used at the last venue, by the way. Didn't catch anything, and it was dried out before, so I always dry them out in my garage. I've got 2 of these nets as well. There we go. Right, I'll catch up with you a bit once I've got the rods out. Right, well, this is like the perfect evening. No one on the bank. Weather's beautiful, it's mild. All 3 rods are out. Silence them. Yeah. Well, what can I say? Lovely. There's the robin. Hello, Robin. We can't get a very good shot of him like that, but I'm sure I'll get him on the other camera at some point. Perfect. Back to the old haunting ground for the videos. Had a couple of 30s last winter. Hopefully have another one this winter at some point. But if not, just a fish will be, yeah, that'll be perfect. Let's feed the robin. You like sweet corn boilies? At the moment, I've just put whole baits out. I haven't put any crumb or anything because I don't want to attract the silvers and then attract the pike in. Chill time. Get the bivvy up, get everything set up. Time to chill. So I've had a night last night, nice socialising, catching up with people I haven't seen for a while. And then tonight is my own time, my own space to chill out. Holiday fishing, that's what I call it. There he goes. Gonna come and get your boilies. There you go. Right, one good thing is the ducks haven't found me yet. So that's a positive to take already. I wonder if they're where they used to get baited up and fed. Maybe that position's changed or something. They're in another part of the lake somewhere, maybe. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Just listen to that. Hopefully it's coming out on the mic. Birds singing and that. This is what Rod Hutchinson used to call smelling the roses along the way. I haven't put my beery up yet. I'm just taking time to sit down, take it all in. Well, it's still daylight, and then I have the sounds of the darkness to listen to once the bivvy's up and I'm laying down. bowling distance out of the bed. Bed position, rods, view, nice. All we need now is a little carp action. Look, when I've packed up my bivvy earlier, I packed it up with my little man bag with my bits and pieces in, and also left the bivvy light in there as well. That needs a charge actually, that reminds me I've got to charge that up. Yeah, it's a bit wonky, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. I'm basically fishing out along that line there. Just taking a few more sounds and I'll finish getting my stuff ready. For anyone who wants to know how I improve the comfort on the bank with my bed, I use one of these, which is blow up like Thermarest mattress. The light's not very good, let's move the light for you. Is that better? Yeah. Yeah, one of those, a Thermarest mattress, and one of these, which is a flex tail pump. I pump it up, put that on there, pump it up, and then basically once it's fully pumped up, when I'm laying on it, I then undo the valve and let it deflate till I find what I call the sweet spot. So till you're feeling really comfortable. I'm telling you what, it's unbelievable. You should try it. Anyone who's got a bad back or whatever, it's better than any memory foam mattress, and it also creates an air barrier underneath you, so if you don't use a ground sheet or whatever, it stops you getting the cold come up through your back. I'll just turn it on, but I won't leave it running because it'd be annoying. I normally try and do it in the daytime because it's quite loud. As you can see, that's fully inflated now. I think it's got like a thermal layer inside it as well, and then what I do is I lay back on it. I'm not going to do it properly because I've got my boots on. When I'm in bed, ready to go to sleep, lay back on it and then just deflate it until it feels really comfy. And yeah, it really does help. A little bit geeky, but it's 6.1 degrees at the moment. Let's see if it drops at all. I think it's meant to drop. Well, last night it was meant to drop and it didn't drop that cold, so we'll see how it goes. It's 20 to 5 now. It's getting pretty dark out there. I think we've got to show off. Got that for dinner tonight, but I think I'm going to give it a miss and have it for lunch or breakfast tomorrow, because the old stomach's not feeling perfect after having chili doughballs for breakfast. So yeah, I'll give it a miss for now. I think I'm going to turn in, have an early night, maybe just listen to a podcast or something like that. Morning. It's currently 6 AM. It's pretty windy out there. It's been pretty windy all night, really. Definitely got a bit of a current on the water now. The weather's certainly a bit of a contrast to when I turned up yesterday. There's definitely a bit of current on the water now. The winds are like 40 mile an hour gusts, up to 40 mile an hour. I think later it's going up to about 54 mile an hour gusts. I had a few bleeps on the right hand rod. I'm not sure if it might have a twig wrapped round the line somewhere or something. Bobbin's roughly still in the same place, but Yeah, leave it a while, bring it in and check that one. The other two I'll probably leave out due to the fact of not any beeps or anything on them. I can probably catapult a few boilies around them. But yeah, the one on the right I think I'm going to need to check. It's only 8 AM, but I think I might have to have that little stir fry type chicken thing that I showed you last night. Might have to have that for breakfast. I'm feeling quite peckish now, so. It's still pretty wild out there, and I'm still getting the odd beep on the right hand rod. I've sort of got one of them scenarios where you think, well, still could be bite time, so I don't really want to reel it in, but it might not be fishing. Yeah, it's one of them gamble ones. I mean, I am going to leave it until probably midday. There's definitely a chance of a bite, but it's probably a chance of a bite all day, but I'll leave it for where it is for now, and yeah, just put it in at midday and check it and that, and hopefully it was sitting alright and it was just liners I was getting, or sort of bit of interest in the bait. The old Robin's on the rods again there. Look, I need to top up his food actually, there's nothing on there. Hello mate, how you doing? Just wanted to say, don't be put off. If you do, please don't mention the lake if you do know it, but if you do know it and you're thinking of joining that, please don't be put off by that walk, because there's plenty of fishing over the other side, which is a breeze to get to. I'm just going all this way down here because there's more chance of a bite this time of year, or say more chance, there's more chance of more bites, I would say. But yeah, you don't have to get good fishing, you don't have to make that journey as a rule, generally. Alright, let's get that Robin's food topped up. Keep him happy. Time for breakfast. Right, it's 10 o'clock now, nothing's happening. I don't know if it's, I would go for a wander up the end there, because obviously the wind's blowing down there, it's a southerly wind, but I'm not going to see anything, so you know, I would want to reel the rods in about midday, go for a wander, see if I can find anything, see if it's worth moving up a bit. But yeah, like I say, with this chop on the water, I'm not really going to see much. So I think I'll hang it out till midday, and then bring at least a right hand rod in. Check that, make sure it's fishing alright, and then put it back out with a little mesh bag of mixture of stuff. Give that a bash. Normally good spot, so normally produces. Obviously we have got high winds, pressure's low, so it should be alright, but it could be forcing all the fish right up that end, so I think it's due to drop off a little bit. If I do stay tonight, it will drop off a little bit over the sort of course of tomorrow early morning, so yeah, I can play it out, see how it goes, I think. Feeling a little bit out of touch with the world at the moment, because with this weather front coming in, get no internet reception, which is not a bad thing, apart from I can't check the weather, see when the wind might die down a bit, see what's happening with temperatures and stuff. And I'm thinking, basically there's no, apart from over there, there's no sort of calm areas where there's no current on the water. It's not going to be on this lake at all really. Maybe the odd sort of little patch down there, and the odd tiny little bay, but I'm thinking there's more chance of a bite when this wind calms down a little bit, because at the moment they're not going to be comfortable staying in one spot to feed, so that's my theory anyway. Right, finally got some reception on the phone, so this is what we got at the moment. I'd say, well, there's the pressure, it's dropping, higher winds, higher gusts of wind. I'd say hopefully this sort of time might be bite time tonight. Pressure lower, less wind. Maybe the fish will start moving about again as the wind's dropping, and then the pressure comes back up again. So I'd say any time between 9 o'clock tonight and, well, any time tomorrow really. Just gonna have a biscoffee, a cup of tea, and then I'm gonna reel that right hand rod in. Sharpen, sharpen the hook, whatever, change the bait, and put a mesh bag on it and chuck it back out there. Or if it was feeling like it weren't presented, find another spot for it. Yeah. Alright, it's just coming up to midday now. It's just started to rain a little bit actually, but I'm going to reel this rod in, see to it, make sure everything's alright, and yeah. Stick a clip on that for now. Felt really clear, so see if there's any leaves or anything, any chod on the end. There's definitely no twig on it. Oh, look at that. Apart from a tiny little bit of reed, that's clear as anything. So yeah, I'll go back out there. Give that a little sharp. It's pretty sharp anyway. Give that a little sharpen up, and yeah, get back out there with a little mesh bag on it. I think give it a cast, make sure it's going to cast to the right place. No chance of getting the Bushwacker in the right place with all this going on, so yeah, that's good. I know it's presented there, so that's that. Although there's no bite there, I know it's not sitting on leaves and stuff like that. Like I say, a little bit of reed, but yeah, that was a tiny amount. So. Oh, middle rod, beep. Or was it the robin jumping on the end of the rod? Oh, what's going on there? Red rod beep. Maybe, well, I've just fired bait round them both. Maybe the fish are on the feed. Maybe there's a trailer. Maybe a fish flew. Maybe a fish swam through where the back leads are going down. Maybe, who knows? Oh well, it's exciting, isn't it? A few beeps. Right, so the right hand rod's back out there. Might redo it later on when in the dark, when the wind dies down, if I can get the baiting pole out there, the wind sort of dies right down, but if not, I'm happy where it is. It's gone there or thereabouts. When I had a lead round earlier, I went, across the area, not just one sort of lead out there, so I know that part where it's landed is clear. But basically, I need to be a little bit to the left to be right on where I've caught before. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'll probably put it back out again later. Right, quick catch up. It's 2:15. I've redone the right hand rod again because I had a load of bleeps. I don't know whether a branch came through it or whatever, but I had a load of bleeps and then it kept moving up and down, so I picked up into it, nothing on there, but no harm done. Redone that anyway, it's more in the spot where I wanted it. And the left hand rod I've redone just for the sake of moving it around a bit, so I've just moved that further over to the left into the area where there's a bit of slack water, a bit calmer, so hopefully that might hold some fish, but who knows. Still very windy. I'm still clogged up, but hey, I'm still here, and yeah, I'm going to be here tonight as well. There's a beat there, but yeah, that was the middle rod. This is the one I haven't touched, so yeah, see how it goes. He's back. Oh, no food on there, is there? There's a little bit. He'll just come say hello. Gonna bring me some luck, catch me a fish. Hello. Darkness is upon us once again. Will tonight bring me a fish? We'll see. We'll see. Completely useless fact for you. Since we've got a robin visiting. So robin redbreast, although their breast is orange, are named so I'm led to believe, because back in the day, I'm not going to say when robins were invented, but when they were sort of named, there was only words for basic colours, basic words, basic colours, so there wasn't an orange, that wasn't a word, so they used to use red, same with red squirrels and I suppose foxes and stuff like that, so yeah. Now wind's picking up. Alright, it's 6:15 now, and we got till 9 o'clock, I think, if the weather's correct, until the wind's going to die down, at which point I will probably use the baiting pole and put a bit more bait out with the right hand rod. Just looking at my boats here, I just want to say, they did a run a second, so I got them half price, but these Fortis boats are the warmest boats I've ever had. This was my second pair. I did wear the other pair out, which I paid full price for. They do look very clumpy, but the advantage is that they come off like that. Got a massive lining in there. What I do is put wool inner soles in as well. But the beauty of them is, if you get a run in the middle of the night, you haven't got to mess around. You just literally puts in like that. That's it, done. So for me, looking a bit clumpy and spending a little bit of extra money does mean that it makes life a lot easier. So the wind really is hammering it round the lake, you know, when you hear it go. Ooh. Yeah, it's meant to stop in about an hour, so, but it is meant to reach its peak and then suddenly cut out altogether, so we'll see what happens there. You would have seen it when I showed you on the weather earlier, so it goes up to 54 mile an hour gusts, and then you can probably hear it, so it'll be shaking now, but yeah, and then it's going to stop about 9 o'clock, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, if it does stop, then I'll be getting the rod out on the Bushwacker with a bit more bait around it. If not, just leave it where it is. I'm happy enough that it's fishing. So. Right, it's 10 o'clock now. There's no signs of this wind dying down, so don't think I'm going to be redoing that rod. Like I said, I'm quite happy with it anyway. So, and what I'll do is, if I need to, if I want to, just do it first thing in the morning. Put it out for a few hours before I go. So I'm going to say good night. It's just gone 6 AM now. I don't know what time the wind stopped. I fell asleep, so God knows what time that stopped. But still raining a bit. And the right hand rod's just let off one beat. That's what woke me up actually, so I've slept all the way through. Which is unusual, but nice. And yeah, just sitting there waiting, hopefully for the rods to go off, or one of them to go off at least. It's crossed. The calm and tranquility out there now compared to last night. It's very quiet out there. I can just imagine the carp now coming out from their hidey holes, cruising up and down, hopefully looking for my bait. Reality is, if I don't catch anything, I have actually, beside all the weather and that, I've actually had a really nice, relaxing time. And yeah, again, the reality is you can't catch all the time, so. But I'm feeling very, very hopeful that one of those, particularly the right hand rod, might go off any time. My breath there, it's still pretty chilly outside. It's nowhere near a frost, but as you would have seen, that rod has gone out again. I've got it perfectly where I want it, with a nice right amount of bait, I would suggest, around it. At least I can go home. If I don't catch anything, I can go home knowing I've done everything I can to try and catch a fish for myself, not just for the videos. And yeah, if it's another blank, it's another blank. It's another blank video. I mean, it's called Carp Journals. It's not, you know, it's a diary of my fishing, a journal of my fishing. So this is how it is. Just had a little albino on the right hand rod, one I just put out. So only a single beep, but it's promising. There's something moving around somewhere. Something going on somewhere around it. So yeah. Just hold out for a bite, fingers crossed. I think I did it quite a few times last year on this lake, some last minute bites. One of them was a 30 as well, so I'm not saying I'm going to get 30, but just anything to do me. Anything but a bream anyway, yeah, anything to do me carp wise. What a lovely morning after that storm last night. No sign of anything happening out there. Water's like glass. It's all changed out there a little bit since last year, to be honest with you. Trees and bushes growing out more. Reeds less than there was last year. Certain areas. Come on. May well have run out of time on this one. Don't worry, I'm not going to give up. I'll be fishing all the way through, end of autumn, all the way through winter, trying to catch some carp. A carp would be a start, but I'm sure once I get on them, they'll come. And remember, if you enjoy nature at its finest, it's worth watching these videos, just for the sights and the sounds.